Hello everyone, my name is Katie. I am the Introverted Reader, and today I have a book review for Ignite Me, the third book in Tahereh Mafi's Shatter Me trilogy. I just finished this literally the other day, I think maybe about 2 days ago, and I do just want to say I literally had this book finished in the space of that day. Like I I finished Unravel Me and then immediately grabbed this and then just like sat down on my bed there behind me and just sat for like 2.5 almost to 3 hours or something and just read and read and read and read, and then just kept getting nearer and nearer to the end, and then before I knew it I was done, and I had to take a little minute and just sit on my bed and just process everything because it was so good. It was so good, and I know that I'm really late to the party, but I'm actually quite glad that I waited now. What's going on with my hair? To read this now, because Restore Me is going to be in my hands very soon. I have to wait until I think April, before it arrives. But that's, which is not really all that okay, but we can live with it. Anyway, I can't really give a synopsis of this book without spoiling you, and again I have a review on the first one on my channel, so please go and watch that if you want a synopsis without being spoiled. But without spoiling you, what I will say is this book was so fast paced, and the story just kept unfolding and unfolding and unfolding, and the way it ended, to be honest, I would be really disappointed if after reading this and having it end the way it did. I'd be really disappointed if there wasn't going to be any more, like, within the series or within this world or whatever. So I am really happy that Tahereh is giving us more, because I need more Warner in my life. This is literally, sorry, I inhaled there and like half my hair went in my mouth. Ew. This is literally how I felt. This is literally like another Laurent situation. If you remember, I read the Captive Prince trilogy this year as well. And I remember getting to the third one and screaming my head off about how much I love Laurent. And now I've got to the end of this and I'm screaming. I felt like screaming at the top of my lungs. I love Warner. I love Warner so much. Like, I love his character arc throughout the whole thing. Like, and what I love about him is that he doesn't change. And I would never want him to. Like, there's so many parts in this book where he's just like, do you know what? I am the way that I am. I make the choices that I make, and I'm just going to be unapologetic about it, and I don't really care what anyone thinks of me. I mean, particularly the amount of conversations him and Juliet have in this book. You know, I'm not going to give too much away, but she thinks that he is one way, and he's just like, do you know what? You might be right, but I also do this as well. Like, it's just so wonderful to have a character that is just morally grey and just does whatever they need to do in order to accomplish their goals. And Warner is one of those people, and he's so amazing and unapologetic about it. And I love this book so much. Okay. Without giving anything away, the love interest that we had in the other two books, Adam, complete and utter dick in this one, okay? The things he said to Juliet, I was just like I literally, if someone had said half the things that he said to her to me, like in real life, I would not speak to that person ever again, because some of the things were just way too hurtful. Way too hurtful and just cut way too deep down to the bone. Like, just, it was, see, I said this before in my Unravel Me review, that I feel like Julia and Adam only ever really got together because she was all broken up in pieces and he needed someone to fix and she needed someone to fix her. So they sort of latched onto each other. Like, and obviously, you know, I don't want to give anything away. But like, I do definitely feel like they used each other as emotional crutches. And I remember watching, I mentioned this in my Unravel Me review, but Christine over at Pulling Bananas Books, I remember watching her video that she made for these books, and she was talking about the same thing, how she felt that Adam and Juliet like just leaned on each other because both of them were broken and they needed the other to fix the other, and that's not the way a real relationship needs to work. And the reason why Warner and Juliet work so well is because it's mainly because Adam wanted to shelter Juliet all the time and sort of just like keep her hidden, keep her safe. We must protect her. She's small. Whereas Warner was like pushing her to get out there and do her best and do what she needed to do. Like, he was constantly telling her, like, you've no idea the potential that you have. I can see the potential that you have. Why can't you see it? He can't see it. Do you really think he can see it? Because he can't. And it's just the sheer difference between the two of them. Like, we all thought Warner was an asshole in book one, and he sort of kind of is. And he knows he is, but he doesn't care. And I think that is one of the things that I just love about him. I don't really want to give too much away in this review because I really feel, especially this one, this is one that you need to just read for yourself and discover. Because believe me, I would not be singing this book's praises so high if I did not think it was good, and it is good. So, and you will get through these no problem. Like, they're so fast paced, they're so well written. Like, I love Tahereh Mafi's writing, and I will definitely be picking up more of her books in the future. Keep an eye out for another book haul, because there may be one. And speaking of book hauls, actually, I just uploaded one, so if you want to check that out, that'd be great. And I'm sorry I keep playing with my hair. This is what I do when it's straight. But all in all, I gave Ignite Me 5 out of 5 stars. And if you've read this book before, then let me know what you thought of it. Like, the trilogy as a whole, honestly, it's joined between either this one or Unravel Me as my favourite one. Maybe Unravel Me could very well be my favourite, although I did give this a higher rating than Unravel Me. But if I could give Ignite Me one little critique, I did think things leading up to the end were a little bit too fast. I think it kind of just wrapped up a little bit too easily, but I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge. I still loved it. I still enjoyed it. I still adored the story. I still adore all of these characters. Like, I think Juliet has definitely bumped up on my favorite characters list after reading this. I remember saying in my first one that it was I think Kenji, Warner, Juliet, and then Adam, and then Juliet. But I think now it's going Warner and Kenji are joined for first, and then Juliet, and then Adam is at the bottom, because Adam was a complete and utter dick in this book. Just like, I'm not going to give anything away in this review because I want you guys to read this for yourselves, but just know I loved it. Love the writing. Thought the story was amazing. I flew through it in literally a day. Like, this series is definitely going to be on my top 18 for 2018 whenever the year wraps up, and we all know that's coming quick and fast. So let me know if you've read this book before. Let me know if you enjoyed it. For the Introverted Reader Book Club, I'm still thinking on what our April book of the month should be, but if you follow the Facebook group, then please follow the Facebook group if you haven't already. Then just, you know, I will hopefully be putting up a post there soon, because we are into the next to last week of March. So hopefully I'll be able to get a post up about that soon, and if you want to join us, that's great. Thank you so much for watching this review. I know I didn't say much about the book and the story itself. Well, I did say about the book, but I wanted this review to be mostly non-spoiler because I don't want anything to be ruined for you. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm super tired. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.